Welcome to Metagame, everybody. This is
Hello.
a very semi-weekly stream where we log in as game developers on Jump Rangers, and we play a little bit in front of the audience so that people can see what we're up to and what we think about the game, and maybe we can have some arguments about how the game is supposed to work or what it's supposed to look like. Um, our series regulars are here today. My name is Tennyson. I'm the creator and writer of Jump Rangers, and I am pleased to introduce Federico Estval, who is our art
Hello.
director,
Hello.
and Ippy Looney, who is the love of my life and also a voice actor who will be bringing life to many of our Jump Rangers characters as we evolve past tabletop. Do you want to say hi, Ippy Looney?
That's me.
Yep.
Hi, Happy.
True story. So, we had a little bit of a technical malfunction with our last stream, for which I claim total responsibility. So unfortunately, it's not there in the YouTube archives. But the gist of it is that our heroes, Sneakers and Clyde,
That's me.
very cleverly.
Sneakers
I'm
here.
Clyde.
So they were stuck on the planet Rock, trying to figure out how to sabotage the invasion efforts of the Saurian horde. And what they did was they poisoned, essentially, the Octonium that they were mining, so that the Octonium that they brought back to wherever they were headed would spoil the technology that it was fed into and destroy the good standing of the what is it, I want to say house, Saurian house that mined it, undermining the success of House Creech and destroying any financial backing that they might have to continue their colonization of Planet Rock. And so, sneaking one of the elder rock people, a being by the name of Quartz, onto the Saurian mothership, they did so. They poisoned the Octonium, snuck the Rockmen back off, and then stole away and awaited their eventual arrival on Planet Battleground. So, before we get started, let's talk a little bit about Planet Battleground, because it's going to be featuring pretty heavily in this next story that we're going to be telling. This is another campaign style story. It's an important one in the larger sort of what's the word? The meta story, the arc of Jump Rangers, the continuity. So we're going to be delving into some big topics here. We're going to be delving into some big names and some big players in the Jump Rangers universe. We're going to be meeting some important characters.
Big
player.
That's true. And then once we deal with this story, I think we're gonna branch off and do a couple little micro adventures along the way. There's some things that I need to clear up before we start exploring some of those micro adventures, but we'll take a little break from the kind of meta plot, and then we'll come back to it once we've put a little space between ourselves and this story right here. But in the meantime, welcome to Jump Rangers, the Undersoar Alliance. Now, little background on Planet Battleground. This is the only world in human space where the humans are winning against the Saurian horde. There's a small mining outpost on this planet. It was colonized by settlers that came through that small mining outpost, and led by a former Jump Ranger, a former Fight Ranger, by the name of General Paksis. You don't like that name, Fergus? Dizzy Looney?
I don't. I know who he is.
Oh, I see. A former Jump Ranger by the name of
Arden. I know who Paksis is.
There's two of them. There's Arden Paksis and there's Sudro Paksis. Now, the two of you have already met Sudro Paksis back on Planet Link. He's the commander of Planet Link, and he's the person who runs most of humankind's intelligence operations against the Saurian horde. Originally, the reason why you were on board the mothership that you were was because you were asked to transport basically intelligence files, statistics from General Paksis to his brother Arden here on Planet Battleground. Right? So over the course of
Yes.
But Arden's the one in the
spoilers, spoilers. If anybody wants to find out what Arden Paksis is really up to, you can read Jump Rangers, a game called Conquest, which is available through our Patreon. But yes, Arden Paksis is
It's not really spoilers. You could go read the book.
You can read the first 10 chapters for free. And then you can read the rest of the book with a $5 subscription. Regardless, you will find out what Arden Paksis and his brother Sudro are really up to in due course. But for right now, you don't know very much about Arden Paksis, except for the fact that he built a base inside a mountain on Planet Battleground. And using underground drilling machines, he's managed to build a whole network of colonies throughout the mountains and the canyons of Planet Battleground, which is a relatively greenish planet. You can grow things there, so he's built farms and he's dug these underground tunnels that have these little underground trains that run back and forth, all outside of the eyes of the Saurian horde, so that he can have these little farms and then bring food back to the mountain, which is called Fort Paksis. Paksis base is on Planet Link. Fort Paksis is here on Planet Battleground. And he's built enough of a thriving economy that he's actually managed to push back against the Saurian outpost that exists here. Now, this is just a mining outpost. They have motherships that come and go. They do have a complement of Dragon starfighters for defense. They have some exterminators. But this is not the full might of the Saurian horde. Nevertheless, this is where humanity is manufacturing the most Hercules mecha starfighters. It's where they have the most Pegasi. It's where they have the most Argos gunships. And we are essentially the biggest threat to the Saurians on this planet. It's working. And so Arden Paksis, now called General Paksis, is the person who's writing the book about how to wage war against the Saurians. He is humanity's foremost expert on how this works. He's in his 50s. He's got white hair and a white beard. He commands a tight base. There's a lot of military discipline at Fort Paksis. Everybody's got a job to do. Everybody knows that they have to do their job on time and they have to do it well to keep things moving. That's
How many ships? How many Saurian ships? Big ones are around.
Usually, there's one mothership, if any. This is a mining outpost. They build up their mining stores. Someone comes to collect it, and then they leave. So not that many at any one point in time, right? In this case, the mothership that is docked at there's a spaceport. It's a modest spaceport, and they do have docking spaces for 2 or 3 ships. You could conceivably land more than one mothership at the Saurian outpost, which I actually have a name for, and I will tell it to you in just a second. What do they call it? Wouldn't you know? It slipped my mind. There's a name for it. Hang on. Yeah.
Random generator.
It's not Dragon City because Dragon City is on. Heck. You know what? We're just gonna let it slide. But anyway, there is a spaceport. You could have up to 3, let's say, motherships there at any given point, but there's never more than one using a docking bay. Because why would you? But they did build it to be able to move ore quickly, and that's where the mothership Dangerous docks itself here and now. Right?
It's near the mining. Their mining operation is near the port.
Well, they've been on this planet for quite some time, so they do have gator trains that go far from the port itself and pull mining back, but they're less able to do that now that Paksis is pushing hard. So if there are straggling mining outposts, there's a decent chance they're going to get hit by human resources because the humans are trying to see if they can control the Saurian presence on this planet. Now, any Jump Ranger knows if the Saurian horde ever decided to take Planet Battleground by force, things would get ugly fast, and there's just not a lot that Fort Paksis could do about it. But right now, it's not worth it to them. So they're just kind of muddying along as best they can, and the humans are taking full advantage of that. So if nothing else, it's giving Fort Paksis the opportunity to develop new weapons and to figure out new tactics to use against the Saurians, which is exactly why the data that you have is so important, because it's information that's been collected basically about how the Loom are fighting the Saurians. The technology that the Loom is using, the tolerances of various weapons, anything that the scouts of Paxis Base on Planet Link can pull in, any information they can pull in about what's happening out there on the battlefield comes back to Paxis Base on Planet Link, and then it gets sent, usually with a Jump Ranger, to
Okay,
Fort
we are
Paxis.
still on the ship, or we already landed?
Let's go ahead and say you guys have been on and off enough Saurian ships at this point that you know your way around. Plus, you've been on this ship in particular for quite some time. You know your way
Any
around.
loot anymore? Any loot on this time? They already changed the planet, went to the there.
Well, they're shipping their octonium down to the planet. You don't want any of that octonium. You want no
No.
you want no part of that. So they're bringing raw materials and supplies um, down to Planet Battleground um, before they make their way to Soros and unload the octonium stores that they have here. So because they can't afford to let other Saurians know that they've discovered, but they're still trying to hide the fact that they're mining on Planet Link. They don't want someone jumping their mining claim. So they have their stuff that they're going to deliver here and just pretend like nothing happened. And then theoretically, all of that octonium that you poisoned is going to wind up back on Planet Soros, which is great. Right to the heart of the Saurian Empire. So it'll be very embarrassing for Planet Creech, for House Creech when that happens. In the meantime, here we are.
Fantastic.
In the meantime, you can go and try and steal some stuff if you want to, but I would say this has been enough of an adventure. You're going to be well received at Paxis Bay, at Fort Paxis. You're going to have the opportunity to ask for more or less anything you want from the human quartermaster there, because you're bringing them valuable resources, and Paxis is always good to the Jump Rangers because they're a regular help. So if you're looking
Okay.
if you're looking for stuff, hold on a second. We'll talk to the quartermaster. Don't put any extra risk on this mission, is my suggestion. So you make
Let's
your
see. Well, is there any role to be able to exit the sport? Maybe some
oh
kind of guard.
they have air cans. They use air cans to pull in air from outside the manufacturing center of the spaceport. So you sneak out through the air tubes, you climb out through the air processing facility. There's no engineers this time, and you hike for a
Mm,
couple of miles to an air. You stop the vent for a short period of time, climb your way out, and sure enough, there's a couple of Saurian guards there, but you've been through this enough times. You know how to get through quietly. You make your way out of the area of the air can, and you find your way to a small temporary hab, one of those basically a safe house where you can wait for one of these underground Cerestes crawlers. Cerestes crawlers are basically trains with a mining bit at the very front of the train. They drill through the ground like worms, and each segment of the train has treads on every side so that they can kind of climb through the tunnel that they're in. And
super.
and they have a big container that opens up with a ramp and you can walk up in. And oftentimes these trains are led by scouts on quads just to make sure that there's no trouble. We're getting some nasty audio from somewhere. What was
I'm
that?
quiet.
Okay. All right. So, what is that? That's so weird. Um
Is it my hair?
I, oh, maybe.
No.
Maybe.
My hair making that noise?
I don't think
I
so.
can't hear it, so I'm assuming that I'm doing it.
It sounded like a vacuum. Like a vacuum cleaner. Nope. Okay. All right. Just checking. You make your way back to the underground facilities of so the Cerastes crawler makes its way through a giant blast door into a massive hangar at Paksis base. The hangar closes behind you. A couple of soldiers escort you to the command center. And sure enough, like most of the command centers, it's a big control room with lots of screens and lots of technicians running around working and a few commanders and
Wow.
officers. There's a huge window overlooking the hangar bay, and you can see um, Hercules ships and Pegasus ships being launched out of launch tubes into the various canyons surrounding Fort Paxis, and you deliver by hand your intelligence to the general himself, Arden Paxis, who smiles, shakes it in his hand, says, "Thank you, Rangers. Let's talk in my office." Clicks a little side door. Two blast doors part. He walks you into a small. I mean, this room is built like a bunker. Everything in this place is. It's either built out of solid rock or it's built out of solid steel. Nobody here is taking any chances, and they're absolutely ready for the worst kind of fight, whatever it comes. So
Wow.
inside his office, he's got a little hollow table so he can show people things. He's got displays on the walls. He's got a desk which absolutely looks like it belongs in a military science fiction story. You know, it's built out of steel. It's got little gadgets and holographic displays on it. He closes the door behind you. Oh, thank you for your data run, Rangers. I won't lie. I was expecting you a couple days earlier.
We have some trouble. Well, a lot of
We
in a
got
lot of
sidetracked.
adventures.
Really? What kind of trouble?
Uh,
Well, the
More
ship didn't go where it was
surprise than
supposed to go, so we went
troubles.
to this other planet.
A different planet. The Dangerous didn't come straight here from Planet Link.
No.
Where did it go?
And what I'm thinking about, if we tell him about the new race that we knew.
Are you?
We don't have to say anything about the race. We could just say we went to a different planet.
I'm thinking about.
Is that a yes? You're gonna say it?
No.
Because this is a very important story.
Yeah.
No, because we have made contact with two alien races that are not our enemies.
True.
Yeah, but they already knew about the Mistlings,
No, they didn't.
Really?
Nope.
right?
Nope.
They didn't?
Nope. so
And
so the
Are you
two of
sure?
the two of you are kind of giving each other looks at this point.
Slappy knew about the Mistlings.
Is there something you want to tell me? Says the general.
But no.
no,
Why would
we have.
why would you think that?
No. We'll talk with other rangers first. Okay?
We're tired.
We'll talk to other rangers first.
I can understand that you must be tired. I can understand that. I'll tell you what. Why don't you take some time? Why don't you speak
No,
to the
I'm not
quartermaster?
answering. I'm not answering the general with this. I'm not mad.
Okay. All right. Well,
It was a barren planet full of, and they were also doing a mining operation there.
I
No,
see.
that's information.
Okay, well,
Wait, no,
I'm
you
not
can't.
lying.
No, he's you can't. So
I'm not lying.
So there's another story
And I'm
of mining
tricky.
operation.
I am tricky.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I want you to go ahead and roll and see if the general is buying your story. All right. You are tricky. So Federico, no, Federico, you are. This is a heart roll because you're trying to seem sincere.
It's hard.
Heart.
I'm not lying.
I know. So how many
Hot
dice?
is 4.
Okay, so you got
4.
4 dice. Now you've got basic training and tricky. That's 2. What else you got?
Confident.
That's 3.
I think that's okay.
Ippy are you trying to get him to
Improvising.
Yep, that's
Improvising.
4. That's 4.
This is magic. This magic card. Improvising is something that you can use in almost every situation of a ranger.
It's a good one to have. It's a good one to have. So Clyde, are you trying to make Federico's story more convincing, or are you trying to get him to shut up?
I'm trying to get him to shut up.
Okay, then you can't add anything to the roll. Okay. So
No, I have to tell the truth.
Yep, okay.
Not all the truth.
So roll your 4 dice and tell me how many dice are 4 and under. Tell me what you get.
Wait a minute. Oh wow. Let's go. 3864.
3864. So that's 1 victory because you got the 8.
Yeah.
All right. So we're just gonna go ahead and let's see here. Give me 1 sec.
Can Epiluni help me with a dice?
Oh, it's too late. Too late. Ippy Looney's got other plans for this conversation. All right. 2,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the good news is we only have really 2. We have one thing here that's going to help you. So he's got 8 dice, but he's got to get 1s. Here's a 1.
A draw. It's a draw.
It's not a draw. There's something you're not telling me.
Well, we are too tired now. Something that I can't remember. There are too many things that I can't remember right now. We were on the ship for too many times. We have to take out my gear.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, in that case, why don't you take?
We just spent a very long time.
We are
in a
rangers.
trash
We are not
We're
soldiers
tired
of the colonial army. We are rangers. Rangers are apart. I will report to the rangers, the other rangers. They are not ex-rangers.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. He doesn't owe you anything, and you've done your job.
No,
but
no.
he is.
He owes me a lot.
Yeah. Why don't you take a couple days to rest then? Feel free to.
That sounds great.
Feel free to talk to the quartermaster if there's anything you need. If there's anything you need training in, please talk to our training officers. We're happy to help you.
Here's the data deck you
We have to communicate with the other rangers. We already been in 2 planets, human planets. We have been the only single rangers around. It's not possible. There's might be other rangers here.
This isn't a planet that people come to all the time. It's another backwater planet, so you're not as likely to find rangers here as you are on, for example, Planet Link.
Is there a place like Slappy's here?
Where they are?
Slappies.
Well, now we got. Well, now we got. We already delivered this mission. No,
So you've given him the data.
We already. This is the core mission that we were doing since the beginning of this campaign.
That's right.
As I recall.
That's right. And now you've delivered it.
It really exists.
So let's take a couple minutes here to talk through the changes that we've made to the character advancement system. Okay? Because we did make some changes, and I do think, in particular, I think that the new approach to new training is going to be something that meets with your approval. So just to recap here, first of all, each of you gets 1 die. 1 die to add to your character sheet. Now, for those who don't know, Ippy Looney is blind, so we're going to talk through this character sheet right here for a second. All right. Clyde has 3 dice in body, 5 dice in heart, 4 dice in mind, and 4 dice in spirit. Ippy Looney, where do you think Clyde should add the extra die?
Body.
Okay. We're going to add
super extenuation trip. A super extenuation trip super makes sense.
Yeah. It was the lowest one.
Yep.
Walk,
Like, let's
walk,
fill them all
run
up.
from yes,
Yeah.
walk, run for
Good.
Saurians,
Look,
going up, going down, yes.
Yeah. Got a lot of exercise. Got a lot of exercise on this character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Combat situation,
oh,
dangerous
look,
combat
Oh.
situation.
Hi, Luna. Hi, Luna.
hi,
Hello.
everybody. Hi, everybody.
This is Luna the dog, everybody. All
Well,
right.
That's my baby.
So that's one thing. Okay. Now, everyone who's been paying attention knows how virtues work, but I'm going to talk through it just so that people have a sense of how this works. So there's two kinds of
Paying
basically.
attention, what? I'm
Ay-ya.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Ay-ya. So anybody who's been watching and paying attention knows that virtues you get by declaring at the beginning of a game or at any point during a session that you want to prove that you have a certain virtue. Okay? Going back a second, training and virtues are basically modifiers to your dice pool. Your dice pool is your strengths. That's what we just added to. There are 4 strengths, right? There's body, mind, heart, and spirit. Anytime you're making a roll, you're told to use one of those 4 strengths. Then you use virtues and training, the things you know and the things you are, to decide how easy or hard that roll is going to be. Right? And then you compare your results to the difficulty of the roll, and that's how you figure out whether or not you succeeded or failed. So, each virtue and each training is just a word that says something that you're good at. As Federico said, for example, he's tricky. So anytime Federico's being tricky, he gets an extra 1 modifier to his roll. All right? Everybody has basic training. If you have basic training, you always have that 1. You always have, if you roll a 1 or under, you succeed. If he's being tricky and he has basic training, he needs to roll a 2 or under, all the way up to 7, and then you start getting kind of automatic victories on your roll. That's how it works. So, to get new virtues, you have to say, I'm going to prove that I'm lucky. I'm going to prove that I'm tricky. Okay, so we're going to see if you're lucky. We're going to see if you're tricky, whatever the virtue might be. You can only do 1 per session. And then you, as the player, you pick 3 roles where that is relevant. If you need to be lucky to succeed in a certain role and you think you have a good chance of succeeding, you say, this is one of my lucky rolls. If you make that roll, it counts towards your virtue. If you make 3 of those rolls in the game, you get to add it to your character sheet. If you don't make those 3 rolls,
Okay.
if you don't make those 3 rolls, then you're not lucky. That's how virtues work. Okay? Training is different. Training isn't about the things that you are. You're not trying to prove that you are something. Training is about you learning new skills, not about having certain qualities. So it works a little bit different.
Okay.
To learn
That makes sense, though.
Okay. To learn new training, you need to seek out 3 different characters who possess the training in question. And you have to convince each of these characters to teach you something specific about the training that you're trying to master. Pretty
okay.
simple. So, getting new training is about role playing. But you need to go and find 3 people and convince them to teach you something about this. Those teachers are going to give you each teacher is going to give you a task to perform. And once you perform those
So how
3,
do you know who to find?
you have to ask the
Which chapter are the virtues in training
all of this is in chapter 4, rules of the game.
for? Okay,
And
making
it's
a hero.
no, is that chapter? I may have just lied to you. Maybe it's chapter 3. Let me scroll up to the top and see what chapter I'm in. Hang on one
No
second.
problem, no problem. Rules of the game.
Yeah,
That's
that's it.
okay.
Chapter 3. So, but it's the new version. So if you're not pulling it directly from the Google Drive, you probably don't have this stuff. But you need to find 3 people and get them to teach you something. Those 3 people are each going to give you a task to perform. So it's something that you're role playing out with the storyteller. But once you've performed those 3 tasks, then you get the training in question. So to answer your question, Ibuluni, how do you know who to approach? How do you know who to ask? Well, this is a role playing game. How do you think? Any thoughts? You gotta ask people. You gotta look around, find people, talk to them, maybe get maybe get some references from people. Find people who know
Mhm.
what you're trying to learn
Yeah.
the hard way, the same way you do
Mhm.
in life.
How do you find somebody to teach you luck?
No, no, no. Luck is a virtue. But you can find
Oh,
someone to teach you firearms or spaceship piloting
okay.
or
That's
engineering
it.
or repair or communications or lighting or anything, right? A trade, a skill, martial arts or
Right.
farming, right?
Perfect.
Farming.
Yeah, you could get someone to teach you farming if you want. You probably find some people to teach you farming here on Planet Battleground. I just said there are farms. But if you want to learn luck, that's a
I don't want to
virtue.
learn how to farm.
Well, then don't learn how to
I
farm.
don't want to know how to farm.
Okay.
Then why'd you bring it up?
Have to do as a list.
Federico's getting
Because
organized with his. So you have a little bit of time here, and it might
oh,
or might not be because the admiral's going to follow you around and see if you drop
I'm
any
I, I'm
clues
I'm
about what you saw or
I'm
didn't
putting
see.
my dot in spirit.
That's a good move.
It's, it was my weakest point, and after this contact with other species, all this training on radiokinesis, something, all this kind of different situations, I think he grew a little bit more on spirit.
That's a good idea.
That's the justify. It is already super athletic, so doesn't need to be more than that.
Okay.
And the others are high too. So he went to 3 to 4, and he has a bonus with
Gem.
that
That gem that. Yep.
gem.
Yep. Very good. So you
So
good. So you get 5 dice in spirit now when you roll spirit.
yes, using the gem, he
Ah.
has a 1+. He got a little bit uh, better on it. And by virtues, I don't know if it's actually a virtues, but as the character that I'm trying to build here, I think he can put wary. How
Okay.
can I say?
Yep. Wary is a good.
Wary.
That's a good one. So what you have to do.
I'll try to well, how can he be wary in situations? Well, he's wary. Well, have a bonus on this because this is something. This is a trait of personality, no?
Yes. Yes. So this is a virtue. It's not training.
Uh
So if you want wary, you need to pick out 3 roles in this game, in this session, where you think
uh huh.
being wary benefits you, where you think it proves that you're wary if you're successful. And then you need to make sure that you succeed on all 3 roles. Okay?
Okay, fine.
Okay. It's a good thing you didn't.
What's a wary?
Wary means cautious about people, cautious and untrusting.
So
Because that,
Tenny.
like Tenny.
No, yeah, it's a trait because I think because the situation we are on battleground.
Yep.
We are always encounter. We have been encountering different kinds of people on this journey a lot. They're not enemies, and well, he got is a self like a kind of self defense. On the defense of the shoes, he's orphan,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so he has some issues, personality traits that well. So he's developing this new trait as a trait for putting in gameplay. It's not just the trait of as a player I would choose, but
Yep. Oh, it's
let's
good.
put this character trait into the game.
Ipiluni, I need you to
So
back up from the camera just a little bit. You're filling up the whole screen. There you go. There you go.
so,
Not that much. That's. Oh no! Don't hide! Don't hide! There you go. That's CC, everybody. CC stands for Captain Carol.
so I put in pencil, and if I succeed on this session, I put
You're working on
on pen.
wary. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let me know. Let me know anytime you come across a roll that you think it's gonna.
Uh-huh.
And you can pick things. You can go ahead and say, "I want to try to do this," because being wary is gonna go ahead. But you got to make all three of those rolls. Okay, it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay to ask Ipiluni
You
for help.
won.
What do you
Mhm.
do? You want to do you want an extra virtue in this session, Fergus? Do you have a virtue that you're
What's it?
working on?
Mm,
You just cut out. Your audio
let
just
me.
cut
What's
out.
a
I'm
what's a
here.
virtue?
A virtue is one of the things that you are. So Clyde is quick,
Not a skill.
not a skill. So
Not not
Cl-
what I know.
not exactly. It's what you are. So Clyde is quick. Clyde is sassy. Right now, those are the virtues that Clyde has.
I'm who?
You're quick and you're sassy.
I
Are
got
there,
three. I
Uh,
think there is. I got three.
uh,
Athletic, confident,
uh,
and tricky.
dexterous.
dexterous? Okay, but you're gonna need
Yeah.
three. You need to find three rolls over the course of this game where it matters that you're dexterous. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and.
Okay.
Okay, so now,
And by training,
yep, this is a good time to work on training, gang. This is a good
I
time
would
to.
like to be better on scavenging because I suck.
Because I suck.
Okay. Um,
I
How do is there a skill for this
here's the thing.
technical skill?
Here's the thing, Federico, and this is what I want you to understand to think strategically about the game. Okay. You've noticed that improvising is one of those things that you can use in any situation, right?
Yeah.
Some words are more general than other words. Now you can't learn the same thing twice, okay? You can't use more than one word that means exactly the same thing. But you can use words that are more specific. So, for example, scavenging may not be as general as technology.
Oh yeah, certainly.
Do you see what I mean? But it's the same thing, right? Scavenging, you're talking about scavenging technology, am I right?
No, that's perfect. So yes, because technology is something that you maybe might to direct to some kind of technology because there are zillions of technologies.
So anytime you're working with technology, your training in technology is going to benefit you. And then later, you should study scavenging. I will also say it's going to be easier to find people to teach you technology here
Uh huh.
because this
So
isn't.
that, but why is will be a general trait that I can use to any kind of technology.
That's right.
Okay,
So just
that's
in,
perfect.
just in terms of thinking strategically, like, and you can only study one thing at a time. So study technology first, study scavenging once you've learned technology because it's more specific, right?
I fail. I already failed. As I recall, I failed two technology tests at least
So it'll be
with the
helpful.
weapon that
And
I bought
and then when you guys were
and
messing around,
opening the hatch.
yep.
Yes, passing the hatch.
Now, Ipiluni, is there something you would like to? Do you want to study technology with with sneakers, or do
Snickers.
you want to study your own thing? Yes.
the mouse.
What do you want to study?
Hmm. Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Okay. Okay.
Super. I'd like to study something like this because it has already has athletic and body height. So
All right. All righty. So we're gonna. You guys are gonna split up. You head to the. You head to the barracks. You're given. There's a small room in the barracks that's set aside for jump rangers. Right now, you can see that people have left rations and things that other rangers might need. They've left little bits of gear, nothing that you are missing. You replenish all your flares, anything that you might be missing from your jump rangers gear. There's crates of things that you already have there, just in case you need to, replenish your supplies. But there's no There's no new stuff. You're going to need to talk to the quartermaster for anything new that you need. But right now, you can tell nobody's left their gear here. Nobody's left their jumpsuits. You are the only Rangers right now at Paxis base, at Fort Paxis, excuse me.
Is
So,
there any intercom of the
Lonely.
Rangers?
intercoms don't transmit interstellar. So the
No,
reason,
I understand,
yeah,
but another previous Ranger let something like a journal, something like this.
no.
Is there a system for this?
You can talk to the quartermaster if you want. If you want mail to carry to another place, they will give you the mail. Most of the time, Jump Rangers don't leave messages for each other because they're kids and they don't care.
Uh-huh.
You guys, just to be clear about the power structure of the Jump Rangers, most of the time you guys are left to your own devices. You've been trained, you're trusted by the Jump Rangers. If you ever need help, anybody who has a higher rank than you can go and can, first of all, they're the people that promote you. Okay.
Okay.
And there is a high council. So there's the high commanders of the Jump Rangers are just another team of Jump Rangers out there running around. They're kind of like the really cool kids of the Jump Rangers. If they say that everybody needs to come help you, everyone's going to come help you. So if you
Uh-huh.
find Rangers with a higher rank and you convince them that you need help, they can go and find other Jump Rangers and tell them, okay, you need to go here, and people will find their way there. But you have to go track those people down because they're all off doing their own thing. It's kind of like being a teenager in the 90s. Nobody has a cell phone. You don't know where anybody
Uh-huh.
is. You just have to go check the places where you think
But
they're going to
but
be.
people met even this way, so that's what I want to do. I have assembled a meeting with the council of Jump Rangers.
So then you are going to have to go find the Council of Jump Rangers. That
Uh-huh.
that is going to be your mission. You don't know where they are, but the absolute best place for you to check is to start looking is going to be the Rangers Roost. Because if anyone knows where they are, it's probably Uncle Slappy.
But
Ipiluni,
here,
your mouth is in frame and your eyes are not. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Um, so Federico, finding High Command is in fact a mission. That's something that we're going to have to do in game. It's not something that you get to just. You see what I'm saying? We'll play it out, and you'll take
No,
this.
I figure out this, and they aren't in this planet. Where they are? How can I find them?
So it's gonna take looking in the obvious places first. And the most obvious place to figure out where a Jump Ranger is always Ranger's Roost because that's where people go to chat. That's where people go to catch up. People tell Uncle Slappy everything. So if anyone
No,
has,
sorry. Where is Rangers Roost?
it's back on Planet Link. It's where
at
you
the other
started.
place,
It's where you started.
Ah, where we started.
So
Okay.
Uncle Slappy,
we literally started the mission there.
yep. So if people are going somewhere, or if they have news, or if they've seen High Command, they would probably tell Uncle Slappy when they stop by and had a grilled cheese sandwich. You see what I'm saying? So
Oh,
even if Uncle Slappy hasn't seen High Command personally or talked with them, there's a decent chance he knows where to find them. And this is, again,
okay.
anybody who's grown up in recent years, this is actually how you used to have to find people if you were going to go to the movies or something. You had to go find their
Yeah,
friends.
yeah. People met the same way. That's just.
It's just that there weren't whole star systems to look through, so it's gonna take some time to do. Um,
Okay, it's something that my character wants to do
Great. Now the ship
because
that
it's important things to relate, and this is a range of things by now because, well, range of things.
okay. So here's something to take into account. Um, the ship that you arrived on does have Planet Link as part of its trade route, right? It's going to go to Planet Soros and unload the Octonium, and then it's going to go back to Planet Link and carry goods from Soros to
Ooh.
Planet Link. So you don't want to stay here too long because that ship's going to leave.
Uh-huh.
But you probably have a couple days. So you have time
Is
to.
there any adventure there on this planet right now? It's Planet Battleground. Let's see what's going on with the battle
Well,
on the
if you want to,
ground,
no, if you want to go,
on the air.
what I'm saying is, if you want to do your training, if you want to do your training, you have enough
I'm
time.
doing.
So you have time to do your training, and then if you want to go fight High Command, you have to leave.
Uh huh.
Okay, you don't have time to go do side missions here. You need to get going.
Okay.
Okay,
Uh
so
huh.
so are you guys going to split up and do your training separately?
Well, I don't know because there's a
Make the
gymnasium
game
and
a
there's
lot harder.
a classroom. I don't know if
There's no classroom.
how
You're going
we
to have to
train.
go around the base and find people who can teach you about technology, and you're going to have to
Okay.
convince them. And Ipiluni, you're going to have to go find people who can teach you about acrobatics.
Well, that's exactly what I'm gonna to do. First, go to the workshop where are where are the engines they do
Where
the
they're working on.
factory of the ships.
Okay, you're going to go down to where they're building the spaceships. So down
Yeah.
there's a set. What they use to build technology in the Jump Rangers universe is effectively giant printers. They print most of their technology based on blueprints. Okay, and you as Jump Rangers will sometimes carry blueprints from base to base so that people can print new things. Anytime a Jump Ranger needs something printed, this is how you do it. So there's small tech shops where you go to print personal gear and armor and things of that nature, and then there's factories where you go to print larger things like a Hercules, right? So, and Ipiluni, we're going to deal with your training. We'll do one of Federico's tasks, and then one of your tasks, and then one of Federico's tasks, and one of your tasks, right? And we'll just go back and forth until you guys have learned what you need to learn. And along the way, don't forget, you're trying to prove that you're dexterous, and Federico, you're trying to prove that you are wary. So keep an
Well,
eye out.
I already passed. I already passed a test because I bullshit the general
You failed that
Prax.
roll, sir. You failed. That was a that you don't want that one counted.
Okay, better. If it's not, if fail is good in this case.
All right. So you make your way down to the factory, and sure enough, there's technicians here watching and monitoring as huge robotic machines move across and layer in layer after layer of hot metal, all kinds of things. That metal's being quick cooled so they can print a series of Hercules. They're printing four of them all at once. Four Hercules mecha starfighters, which, for anybody who doesn't know, are giant robots that transform into spaceships. They do not have jump drives.
Wow, how impressive they are! Wow, wow. I'm studying the plants, the
Okay.
plants of the earth, how they work, how well, how they are, how they work. How is there
Okay.
anyone ready there?
There's technicians all over the place, and there's obviously a plant foreman who's barking orders at everybody, and
No,
there's
but is there any ready Herc ready?
no, these
Is
are all
there
new.
any?
Nope, there aren't any finished ones.
It's
They're
just
all.
the assembling. It's just the assembling
Yep,
mount. Okay.
yep, and and sure enough, a moment later, one of the people inside the construction plant, someone who wearing big brightly colored vest and a little bit of body armor, a helmet. Are you wearing your are you wearing your
Just
helmet?
just no, just the suite
I
and the backpack.
far be it for me to argue with a jump ranger, but you can't be in here without a helmet.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But,
Sorry.
but you've just no need to apologize.
He's around. The helmet gets around. He
Yeah.
gets out of the head, but you can't put. So there's
Okay.
no. It's a light helmet.
Okay. I I don't. Is there anything you're here to do, Ranger? Is there anything we can do for you?
Oh yes, they are awesome. I like I like this works. I would like to know how they are made, how they work. Can I see one in action? Roll
Oh,
charisma.
all right.
Roll charisma.
Roll heart to see if you can get this person on your side. What, 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 what is on your character sheet that can help you with this?
Uh, no, he doesn't have too many social traits,
Okay.
unluckily, but he has it's a heart, no 4 in heart.
Yep. And so you have 4 dice. You have basic training. That's
Uh-huh.
1. Do you have anything else?
No, because they have stealth. They have no social skill
Okay.
at all.
Okay. So this person is
Confident, maybe confident,
okay. That's
because
2. That's 2.
he didn't tremble. He really wants. He's really positive on wanting to learn.
Okay. So you need this
Uh,
person's busy, but they're not heartless, right? This isn't going to be so challenging. I'm going to need you to get 2 victories on this roll. You have
okay.
you have 4 dice, you said, right?
Uh huh.
You need to roll 2 and under. If you get a 1, this is going to be a lot easier, but I need 2 victories. Give me 2 victories to get this person to teach you something about.
That's it.
And if it doesn't
Let's
work,
hope.
you're going to need a new strategy, and we'll go over to Ibiluni and you can try again. Okay?
A 1 and 2, 5, 6.
Really?
Uh
Okay,
huh.
re-roll the 1.
A minute. 1 again.
Okay.
I'm good. Let's put lucky also on Virtus. No, I'm kidding. 2. Wow.
Okay.
4
All right.
victories.
All
4
right.
or 5.
Great. Fantastic. So
Wow.
you want to learn how to fly
This never
herks.
happened in combat.
Yeah, this never happens in combat, he says. True. You are not this lucky in combat. so, so you want to learn to fly herks.
Yeah. Of course.
All
Sure.
right.
How they work, this engine, this is so incredible. This is well, he is
Well,
going to learn
I can
technology, but we can, if we can put in the same role to learn to fly hercs, that would be fantastic. But well,
well,
by
I mean,
game choose.
just like everything else, the engine runs off of an octanator. So
Uh-huh.
ultimately, it's about taking the power inside that
Uh-huh.
octanator and turning it into thrust, right?
Okay.
So we are taking the octanator, using that energy and that power to superheat and split other molecules, and that energy gets released out through the back
Uh-huh.
of the engine. So we have essentially a combustion chamber where we gather material from space or from the atmosphere, and then we use the energy from the octanator to split those molecules and release that energy and propel the Herc forward, right?
Okay, I'm watching this with graphicals. Well, he knows the basic concept of energy generating using this technology,
So
something like this.
you have an octanator there. I know Jump Rangers carry them, but you've got a power source, right?
Yeah, see,
I've got some spare parts in the back. I could let you have them, and you could try and build a small engine using your octanator as a power
oh, that's
source.
fantastic.
I can help you a little bit, kind of show you how it works.
Wow. Well,
Would
he's
that be
super
helpful?
happy, super happy, super eager. Wow, he's jumping about
Okay.
this.
So Federico, because this person's helping you, because you did so well, you're going to get to roll your mind, but it's a cooperative action. You're having one other person help you, so you subtract one of your dice from your mind. Like I think you have a
Mine's
mind,
4,
so you have 3 dice to
4,
roll, right? You have 3 dice to roll, but
4.
well, you have to subtract one because somebody's helping you.
Can get. I have 4 dice in mind. This is my
Yep.
stats.
What I'm saying is, just like if Clyde was helping you,
Uh
you
huh.
subtract 1 die for every person who's helping you, but then you get to add their virtues and training.
Ah, okay.
Okay? So you're
Okay.
subtracting that 1 die, and now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to just look up this technician.
Navigate.
Oh, mechanic. Here we go. Okay. 2, 3. I'm going to let you add 3 to your target number. Okay?
Okay.
So you've got basic training. You've got the 3
Uh-huh.
from the mechanic. So that's 4.
Uh-huh.
What do you have on top of that can help you here?
Don't think so. Anything. Just maybe have.
Improvising.
Yeah, but I'm not improvising. I'm learning.
You're building an engine out of spare parts.
Oh yeah, that's right. Like a Lego mount. Okay. Okay. Improvising.
That's 5.
He has something. He has knowledge of Syrian ships, but
Nope. That won't give you that one.
Okay.
So you have 3 dice. I need. Let's see here. You have 3 dice. 5 and under. I need 2 victories.
Okay. Wow. Let's see.
Because he's got all the parts you need. It's not going to be that tricky.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Reroll your 1.
It's gonna be well. I think it's gonna get nerdy right now of this kind of because it's the opposite of what he is. But I think it's going better 3.
That's 1 roll out of 3. So you're 1 down, 2 to go on your training for technology. Okay. All right. You
can't. Yay! Good job.
Good job, Sneakers. All right,
Good
Clyde.
luck, good luck, dice.
Don't forget, you need to find 3 rolls where you're being wary. Don't forget. Now you can, if you don't, if you miss a roll, you don't get to try again. But if you,
I don't think the situation is the opposite of being wary because he's being confident.
You might, if you're gonna sneak out of the base, or if you're gonna have to make your way back to the mothership, menacing. You know what I'm saying? And get back to Planet Link without being asked questions by Admiral Paksis. You're probably gonna, or by General Paksis. You're probably gonna have to be wary at that point.
So this kind of situation. I would like to snoop around the base, the planet.
But finish your training first.
I heard sleep around. I'm like, is this a kid's game?
All right, if you need, where are you going to go look for help learning to be acrobatic?
Snoop around.
I'm gonna do parkour.
Okay. Who are you going to find?
I will have to train her because I have I'm athletic and have 5 on body. I can help her either. Is that possible?
Let's see here. Hang on. Ipiluni, I think you can learn athletic, but probably not acrobatic. Athletic will help you.
I do parkour.
No, athletic is a trait. It's not. It's a virtue. It's not a training. Okay.
Oh, you're right. Okay. So where are you gonna go to find someone to teach you parkour?
I will.
I'm thinking about to.
I want to go.
The mines.
Nope. No one knows parkour in the mines.
I think it would be like somewhere where there's like ladders and the people climbing
the other
and
kids
coming
of
up
the
and down
planet.
the ladders. You know, like
Let's see the other kids of the planet.
Right, like in a industrial area, people who like in an iron mine, for example, there's like lots of levels and people are always like sliding down the ladders and jumping from platform to platform and stuff like that. I think that would be a good place to start.
I see. So what?
You know what I mean?
I do. I understand what Federico is saying. Federico is saying there's probably kids in this base that are into extreme sports who are using those places as playgrounds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true too.
Like
empty industrial areas. Is there anything like that in like Jump Ranger universe?
any place here in the base is probably not going to be empty unless it's under repairs. So you're going to have to find a place.
Like an empty place that people like skateboard.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you're looking for. So, well, gosh. Okay, so let me think for a second because there's gonna be some place. Yes, you can find a factory deep under the mountain that used to be that was used for building obsolete technology. It hasn't been refitted yet. They're gonna refit it so it can produce. But it was building the starfighters that were in use before the Pegasus, and they just don't use those anymore. So they've got to go retool the whole thing, and they haven't had the manpower to do it yet. So they're not using that factory right now. And yep, there's a bunch of kids who have taken it over, and you know you spend some time kind of like wandering around the base, checking things out, looking for quiet spots, and eventually you find this quiet spot and you see kids messing around in the factory with hoverboards, grinding on rails and all this kind of thing. And
Wow.
and as soon
I'm
as
there
you,
too. I like to try. I will try, not
oh,
for
you're off.
learning,
You're off.
but to play.
You're on your. You're
I
doing.
go there too.
You don't know. You went off to do your thing. This is
Ah,
what.
you don't have time. It's not time. Don't have time because I'm studying with the.
That's right. So you're off building engines right now. Clyde, you walk into this room. How old are you? You are 8 years old, wearing a Jump Rangers uniform, and everyone in the room stops what they're doing and stares at you.
Oh.
You kind of wave.
Cause she's using a ranger uniform.
Yep. So the oldest kid there, who has drawn on her own face with a permanent marker and has kind of shaved her head a little bit, flips up her board and walks over to you. And she goes, "Hey."
Hi.
Hello.
So, like, you recruiting or what? Because I've got moves.
Wow.
Yes and no. I'm not recruiting for Jump Rangers, but I am recruiting somebody who can teach me moves.
Okay. Well, let's say someone can teach you some moves. What do they get out of the deal?
I had a block.
Nah, that's not what I want.
I got a squirrel that you can play with.
Man, I don't want a
She's a
squirrel.
kid.
Just kids.
I'm 8 years old.
Just
No,
kids.
I don't
just the
care so long.
This girl, just to give you a sense, is like she's like 15.
Okay.
She's older.
Oh,
she's quite
she's
older.
a cool kid.
She's a cool
I'm
kid.
8.
But think about this for a second. Is she acting like she's the cool kid, or is she acting like you're the cool kid?
She's acting like I'm the cool kid.
Why do you think that is?
Because I'm a Jump Ranger.
I'll teach you what you want to know if you train me. And you recruit me.
Train you to what?
What do you think? I could be a hero.
You want to be a Jump Ranger?
What?
Really?
You're a little old.
Hey! That's none of your business. What's this?
Super. You can't tell. Well, I would hide this for her. take
Skills are really bad.
Do we have a deal or not?
Sure.
All right. What do you want to know?
I don't know what I could teach you though. So when we're getting chased, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm like really little, and when we're getting chased, I get stuck in places, and I need to learn how to be a monkey, and jump over things, and slide through things, and find ways to get away that are quicker than the ways I know how.
All right. Well. I can help you with that.
Cool.
Everyone here's kind of made their own obstacle courses through the factory. That's what we call this place. We call this place the factory.
Cool. Friend who would really like it here, but he's busy.
We've all been training. We've all been training really hard to be Jump Rangers. And
really?
Yep. And this is the first
Well,
time.
why don't you join the Jump Rangers?
You have to be recruited.
What? Oh, I could do that.
You just did, girl.
Oh. Wait, all of you? I thought it was just you.
Yeah, you made the deal with me. And these kids will do what I tell them to, so.
Cool. Jump Rangers, I'm so grateful.
So let me show you my moves.
Wait till Sneakers hears. My name's Clyde.
And she goes, they call me Mouse. That's going to be my Jump Ranger's name. She doesn't know that you pick her Jump Ranger's name. So, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take this board, Clyde, all right? And I want you to pick up some steam and jump and grind on that rail. You know what I mean by grind on that rail? There's a space between the repulsor pads where you don't bounce. So if you twist the board, it drops down on the rail. Slide along the rail.
Okay.
Okay?
So not like a file.
No, you don't have to file the rail down. Okay?
Cool.
Here's my board.
Not that kind of grind. Got it.
Yep. So Clyde,
uh-huh.
You're quick, you're sassy, you have a body of 4. We're going to take 4 dice for Clyde here.
I'm intuitive.
You are not intuitive.
I thought I was intuitive. I'm intuitive.
Yep. And then you have basic training. So you have 3. This is going to take 3 victories. So Mouse is going to help you by kind of showing you how it's done and teaching you. You're going to lose 1 of your body because you're distracted with Mouse's help. But Mouse is going to add 3 extra target numbers, 3 extra points to your target number. So you need to roll a 6 or under on each of these dice. Okay?
Okay.
I've got 4 dice here.
To grind. I'm learning to grind.
2 3s, a 2, and a 4.
Oh, wow. That's like every one of them.
Yep. So Mouse helped you out with this roll. That's 1 of your training rolls down. Okay?
Cool. I can grind.
Now, was this one of your dex? Did you want this to be one of your dexterous rolls? You need to tell me in advance, by the way. You need to say this is one of my dexterous rolls. But because I know...
Oh, that would have really been a good one, huh?
Would you have risked it?
No. Okay.
Very good. Okay.
I'm just a small people with small thinking.
Yeah, it's okay. One thing at a time. One thing at a time.
One thing at a time. One thing.
Yep. Okay. Federico.
Hello. I'm here.
Sneakers has succeeded in one of his training roles to pick up technology.
Uh-huh.
Would you like to tell me where you're going to go next to learn about technology. You have 2 more rolls to make. You need to find 2 more mentors.
Well, let's go to the battleground. I would like to see what is the battleground.
Well, the planet is Battleground. So there's
Yeah. Where is the
skirmishes.
battle? Let's see. I go to the soldiers. I go to the soldiers.
Well, the command center is the best place to figure out where the battle's happening. Right back up to the office.
No.
No.
Wait
No.
till
Is there any
Sneakers sees all
outpost
the
around?
kids I bring.
Is there any
Okay.
outpost around?
There's a few, but you have to leave the base to find them. So
Uh-huh.
you'll have to leave.
Where is the no? Where is the cat? The Sarge. I want to talk to the Sarge. Where they get? Where they sleep? I
You go
want
to
to go to the quarters.
Okay, you go to the barracks. You go to the soldiers'
The
barracks,
barracks.
which are actually the Jump Rangers barracks are connected to the soldiers' barracks. They put them
Ah,
right next to
super.
each other, so very easy to find. And there's a few officers in the officers' barracks sitting around, playing cards, relaxing.
Okay.
Don't forget, you need someone to teach you technology.
Okay. I show. Do you know this one? Show me yours. Let me see how it works. Well,
Oh, I see. You want someone to show you basically how to
I have
code.
this one. I don't think it's just have 4 shots, but I can how can I say get down Saurian soldier with one of these.
Is
It's
that your
just one shot.
firecracker?
Yeah, look at this. It's old, super rusty.
Is- you need help cleaning it?
Okay,
What are you
yeah.
what are you asking?
I'd like to know. Show me yours. How do you use? This is Planet
I'll
Battleground.
show you mine.
I want to
Show me
know
yours.
how they are doing. How they are
I see. I see.
how can I turn the tide? You
Well,
know?
you have to be a pretty good shot to take down an undersoar with just one shot from a normal blaster. I don't think your weapon. I don't think.
Let
I
me
don't.
see.
I don't.
No, show me. Let me see. Well, in this conversation, this informal conversation about the weapons,
Mhm.
what I want to get is something about to have more better knowledge about how weapons work. I have one system here
Okay.
which is very limited because you have just well, there is a potent munition with it, but it's not too sophisticated because just has very few things to break on it,
Yep. Okay. So you want
and it's
someone.
not an energy. It's not an energy weapons, and I'm taking contact with a lot of them right now. I almost blow up another day with one broken that I really thought it was working on. And when I released that, it wasn't for my friends. It would have blown in my face, and but well, it blown about 10 meters from me, and I always got eaten by a Rexer with the situation, and I have to watch he hit the Sauron that went to see where the weapon exploded and why. So
Okay. Okay.
I
Federico,
was almost die because of it.
make a heart roll for me.
Okay, another hard roll. Confident.
Confident.
Well, uh, basic training
Basic training.
and
Improvising.
and
That's 3.
improvisation.
Hi, CC.
Okay,
So that's 3.
the three.
Okay. You just need one victory. Just give me one victory on the heart roll, because your role playing was so extensive.
It was really good.
It was. It
I'm
was.
I'm lo- I'm losing my rust on this drill. 4 1 1 6 3. Okay.
Okay, great. So that's okay. Great. So
1 1.
you I can't tell you the difference.
2
between...
ones. Well, wait a minute. Let me roll.
No, you. Oh, that's true. This will add up to your.
An 8 and a
Roll
1.
when we're in danger.
How many? So I only needed 1. How many total victories did you get?
3, but I have to re-roll 1.
Yep.
Okay. No, that's okay. 3.
3. Okay. So 3 total or 3 more than you needed?
3 total.
Okay. So you're going to get 2 automatic victories on your next roll. This is how critical success works. Okay. So the soldier says, I can't explain the difference between my blaster and your blaster. I know how to clean and maintain a weapon, but that's as far as it goes. The person who can tell you this is the quartermaster. Let me introduce you. Why don't you come with me?
Oh, super.
And he
Yippee.
gets
Yippee.
So he gets up. He's like, guys, I'll be back later. I'll see you. He's like, oh, I'll see you later. You know, and he marches his way down. You take a turbo lift, an elevator down a couple of floors, and there's a tech shop. The quartermaster is the person who runs the tech shop, and they're in charge of basically all of the what you call them. They're in charge of all of the
Well,
what
the
distribution
storage of
yeah,
the weapons, distribution.
they hand out all the gear, they hand out all the supplies. They're in charge of basically managing all of the supplies of the base. This lady's name is Doris Washington Bonaparte Kin, and Doris is certainly a fan of the Jump Rangers. So this sergeant walks up and says, Doris, I want you to meet. What'd you say your name was, kid?
Sneakers.
Sneakers. This is Sneakers. And you are in the regulars. Is that right, Sneakers?
Yeah.
Yep. Sneakers is a regular, and he's looking to understand his tools a little bit more. He's looking to understand in particular how he can work on his firecracker. Doris says, "You want to work on your firecracker?"
Yes, and other weapons. I almost exploded a serial rifle on my face the other day.
Well, Doris says, I've put a little work into the firecracker myself, and I can show you how to augment the original design to make your fire rate a little bit more stable, but also add an extra die of damage. Improve the damage a little bit to your weapon.
Ooh.
Is that something you'd be
Can
interested
he do
in?
mine when he's done?
Wow,
Maybe.
super.
Let me show you. Let me walk you through it, and then I'll have you do the work. Does that sound fair
Okay.
enough? So she brings you into the tech shop. She's like, we're going to need to print a couple parts here. Then I'll show you how those work.
Okay.
And then we'll get into that firecracker and we'll help you out with this. So, Sneakers, what is your mind? Your mind is 4, right?
4.
You're getting help from Doris here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
it's 3. Okay.
So Doris has a couple virtues that can help you. Almost always right is one of Doris's virtues.
Mhm.
So that's 1. Patient is another.
Basic training.
Basic training. Doris does have basic training, so that's 3. What do you have?
Basic training.
4.
Not yet technology, no.
Nope.
I'm tricky. And improvising. Yeah.
I'll give you improvising. So you have 5
Uh-huh.
on this roll. You have 3 dice.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Let's try.
I need 3 victories. But you already have 2. Nah, I don't.
Okay.
Let me take a second look here. I think this is a little bit harder. You're getting a lot of help though. I need 3 victories. You already have 2. Go ahead and roll. Don't screw this up. Do not screw up your firecracker.
6, 7, 2.
Okay, good. Add 1 extra die of damage to your firecracker.
Wow.
Hey.
Do you want to print out an extra set of those parts so you can work on Clyde's firecracker?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Doris will do that for you.
Little does he know I've got like 4 other people coming along.
No, you've got one. You get the sense that Mouse is kind of bossy, and that Mouse is probably ruling these other kids. Mouse is gonna take
Oh,
the
my firecracker does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
good. So you're
I no plus 1,
Yep.
8.
Yep.
Is that it?
Yep.
Is on the.
Yep. Add an extra die. Color in an extra die
Okay.
there. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting
Okay.
stuff. So you guys are getting some upgrades here.
Grade the system.
Well, no, a friend of the soldiers. Well, of course, we trade names and stand a while with them.
Okay.
Tell some stories about previous mission. Not all the details, of course,
Good. That's fair.
but entertain them with the situation, with the story, and tell the story of the rifle that exploded and
Okay.
started eating and all
All
this
right.
stuff
Good.
about the mission. Well,
Good.
that's it.
Good. So you are still training with Mouse and Mouse's gang, right? Are you? Can you hear me, Clyde? Can you hear me, Hippie Looney? All right. Your audio seems to be cut out. Are you muted?
I don't know why.
There you are. There you are. All right.
Right here.
You're right there. All right, Hippie Looney.
What is it?
So you're down there in the
What about me?
factory. You're with the skater kids.
Get the grind.
So one of the other kids walks up and says, "Okay, before we start grinding on rails, I think it's probably a pretty good idea."
Priority grind.
I know. I think it's probably a good idea if you know how to fall properly. It's one of the things that you got to learn early. If you don't know how, you're gonna and Mouse is like, "That's right. That's absolutely right." So the kid says,
But I only had my share of falls.
"They probably hurt pretty bad too. But if you fall right, it doesn't hurt so bad. It's one of the most important things you can learn."
Like tuck the
So the kid climbs up on a platform and jumps down off the platform. It looks way too high to jump, but they land in a crouch and they roll out the force of the energy. It's all about turning the fall into a roll. Okay? Did you see what I did? Okay, so I want you to go up there and jump down.
Okay.
lower first.
I'll just get up there and do it,
Like work
says
my way
Mouse.
up. Okay.
These kids are not very safety conscious. Yeah.
Wake up.
You go up.
Okay.
Now, let's take a minute to remember the rules here. Because you can, if there's something you can think of to do before you jump down that's going to help you with your roll, you can build automatic successes into your roll. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Is there anything you want to do to prepare to do this?
Not die.
Well, okay.
Now would be a really good time to be dexterous.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, really.
Ooh,
I think I'm gonna fail on being wary on because I'm not being
Yeah.
anything but wary.
Remotely wary.
But
Yeah.
that's okay. But it's okay. But it's okay.
I'm wary right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why don't you stretch first?
Oh, cool.
Says the kid who's telling you. All right. Roll your body.
Just
Roll your body to see if you can stretch out your muscles. The difficulty is 1. On your character sheet you have basic training. And that's pretty much it.
great.
Let's see. Quick. Not really. Spycraft. Stealth. Sorry, and radiokinesis. No.
Maybe I should have worked on some fear stuff first.
Was
Okay, let's go.
was all right. Okay. All right. You didn't get any extra automatic successes out of that, but that's okay. That's all right. You have some things that are going to help you here. Basic training, stealth can help you. Quick can help you. So that's a target of 3.
Quick can help.
Yep, you have a target of 3. I'm going to say the difficulty to land this is 2. You have 4 dice in body. 1 victory. It's a partial success. So you didn't quite make that roll, but I didn't die. Nope, you didn't die. Although let's go ahead and say that you take a let's roll the damage on this. We'll roll 2 dice, and then we'll roll your body. Okay. No, you didn't get hurt. You didn't get hurt. I just lost the eraser from my pencil. Hang on.
Oh. Well, now that Tenny's gone. Just kidding.
All right. Do you want to try this again? And just keep trying it until you get it right? Okay. Because you are potentially going to take some damage here. So you climb back up there and you jump down again.
Think that I get an extra point for doing it again, for like having that courage.
No, but you do get to keep trying, even though you're potentially taking damage. I like your spirit, though.
Fine.
So we said target of 3, right?
So this, I should do this off spirit.
You don't have to. You just succeeded.
Okay.
So that's 2 of your 3 rolls to gain acrobatics.
Parkour!
That's right. You're learning parkour. All right.
Sure.
All right. Federico, you are on to your 3rd bit of training here for your technology. Where are you going to go?
Well, we went to the factory, went to the soldiers, lawn. How can I see? Let's go to the techies, the nerds. Let's go to the nerds. See the nerds.
Are you going to go
Where
up
is the central communication, something like this? Where are the computers and
that's the
command center?
Yep, absolutely. So
well, let's go back to our
moments later.
Visit.
The blast doors of the command center open, and you walk back into the massive hall full of intelligence reports. And sure enough, the general's pacing back and forth. And of course, he sees you walk in, and he says, "Sneakers,
Hello.
What's your rank, Sneakers?"
Don't know.
Okay.
I'm a regular. No, I don't know. Me, the player, don't know. I don't know if Sneakers know. He might know. I don't know. Federico, don't know.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Federico don't know.
All right.
No.
I don't know what I am either.
We'll take a look at that. Off camera before we get into the next session, just so we don't break the action. He says, "Sneakers, what can I do for you?"
I try to not blow up with alien technology while I try to retrieve them. Same story.
So you want to know what our engineers have learned about alien technology. You want some training when it comes to alien technology, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I'd be happy to provide that for you in exchange for some information about your last mission.
Oh, wow.
What's that?
I'll be eager to help. But that ship was full of junk. Well, I tell him the story about the story that I'm spreading around the whole cargo bay, about the story about the cargo bay and the whole the I'm spreading around the station
Okay,
that he already might know. I'm trying to
I
figure
see.
out to add a little bit more of information, maybe.
Go ahead and roll heart. Would you like this to be one of your wary rolls?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Claro.
Okay.
But well, okay, never mind. I have to use mine because I'm trying to corner. So
No, this
uh
isn't
uh
about this isn't about being smart though. This is about being honest.
oh,
You see what I'm saying? This is a heart roll. You're trying to
I don't want to be honest.
I know,
I'm
but
use mine.
you're trying to seem
I
honest.
don't want to use heart. I want to use mine. It's the same. It's the same number, anyways.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you right now, it's a
It's
heart.
four.
You're trying to convince him it's a
Okay.
heart roll. It's a heart roll.
Okay.
Now, but you can still use the same
No,
skills.
but
It's
I
not
don't have
playing in
intel
mind games.
about
If it's
story, about the overall
yeah, but you
arch
can't
of
say that
story.
is a mind roll.
I can't say it is or isn't.
It isn't.
It's a heart roll.
It's a heart roll.
That's what I
For
said.
So
maybe
if he's
maybe
playing
for the
chess
general,
with
for me it's a
tactics,
mind because I'm using my mind to think that well, maybe a hot roll too, but I'm not trying to well,
You're trying to convince him that you're
I,
telling the truth when you're not.
I'm not telling the truth.
I
I'm
know.
not telling anything. I'm not
But
telling
he's
you're
not.
but
all the
The
truth.
you're
It's
truth.
trying
different
you're
that
trying
He's
lie.
avoiding the truth.
but you're trying to make him trust you. You're trying to make him trust you.
He's avoiding the truth.
You're
There's a
trying
difference between
Why
lying and
wouldn't he
avoiding the
trust
truth.
me? I went to a starship full of tyrants or something that he never would do. He would never do things that I did.
All right, Federico. What have you
A
got?
30, a 12 years old and an 8 years old. Would never do. He would never do the things that I did. I have more courage than 10 of him.
You
I'm getting
He
told.
thinks he's above my rank because he has power, because an adult. But I know what I can do, and I know how to judge these things.
Okay.
This information will deliver in time. I have to talk with the high command of the Rangers
Okay. All right.
because we are setting up a escape for humanity on that barren planet,
Okay.
a place where the Saurians don't want to go.
Okay. So
This
you
is
have.
more gold than any Octonium
Yep.
right now for
So
human race. So
so
as I don't trust Ring at the time,
I'm gonna let you talk to
I can't tell him that because I trust my buddies, the
okay.
other Rangers.
Okay.
Okay?
I understand your argument. So I want you to take 4 dice for your heart roll.
Okay. Okay. No,
Yep.
no matter what, because I'm being sincere with myself, with my character.
But I
Yeah.
understand your characters. I'm gonna give you a lighter difficulty because you've made such a strong case for for your your motivation here. I'm gonna say your motivation is driving you. I'm gonna give you 3
Okay.
automatic victories on this roll. Okay? Now we're gonna grab some dice for the commander here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Improvisation.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
4.
7, 8, 9, 10, 25,
All right.
17.
He has a target of 4. He has a target of 4. Oh my gosh, that's gone. Oh wow, he got a bunch of 8s. So 1, 2, 3. All right. I said you had 2 automatic victories.
Uh-huh.
You need
Well, that's good.
you need 1 more victory on this roll to convince him to trust you.
Okay.
He did not roll as well as I thought he was going to.
Let me see. Let me see if now I have the same luck I have been
So you have 4
this
dice.
times.
You have 4 dice.
Ooh, fuck. We're sorry. Yeah. 2, 7, and 8, and a 3.
Okay. So
I'm gonna
he
be
raised.
arrested. I'm trying to get being arrested.
We're not arresting Jump Rangers yet. We're not at that point in the story. What's that? Spoilers. Spoilers. Paksis looks at you and raises an eyebrow.
He already super suspicious of myself, but I delivered the info for him. He
Raise
has
one
to be
eyebrow.
great to me. He's officially needs to be grateful to me, even if he personally is not.
Are you telling me how to play the character? Is that what you're
No,
doing, sir?
no.
He's
I
like,
tell you what
yes.
my character is
Okay.
thinking.
I see.
He has 4 in mind, so he's smart.
Why don't you step into my office, Sneakers?
Ooh.
Boop, boop.
He opens the door, walks inside, crosses his arms. Do you follow him in?
Boop. Okay, he's going. He went. Boop. No, no.
Nope.
Do you go in there?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, closes the door
Woody.
behind you.
Woody picker. Boop.
Sneakers. I can tell when someone's lying to me.
But I didn't lie to him.
I can tell when someone's not telling me the truth, Sneakers.
But I did all that I
See,
said was true. I'm hiding. It's different than lying.
What's that?
You are hiding something to me. I just hiding something. Well, okay. But I'm not lying. It's different. There's difference between lie and hide things. I didn't sell anything that hasn't happened.
My question is, why hide it from me? If you don't have anything to hide, why hide something?
He didn't say that. You're putting words in his mouth.
Yeah.
You're not in this scene. Zip it.
But I am.
What's that? Zip it, Clyde.
In his head. I'm in his head.
You are not in his head. You need to.
Clyde would tell me to shut up.
No, this is interesting because we are creating a thread between the villain and the hero of the story.
Mm-hmm. If you don't have anything to hide from me, then why not tell me the truth?
No, I'm telling the truth.
I'm not trying to play games with you, Ranger. I was a Jump Ranger myself. I don't know if you know this about me. My brother and I were both Rangers back in the day. Very successful Rangers. And there's been plenty of times.
Now you're asshole adult.
Plenty of times in my career when I didn't tell adults the whole truth. Every single one of those times, it was because there was a reason I didn't trust that person. Every single time.
Damn.
And I'm asking you, what's the problem here? Clyde.
No, too direct. Too direct. Help!
What's
No, I have Ranger diplomatic immunity. I go to this rock. If you want to talk about this subject with me, you have to talk with the council.
You're telling me I need to talk to Ranger High Command to have this conversation with
you? Yeah. Exactly. Is that enough? Do you have any more how can I say ordeal with us Rangers?
He takes a deep breath.
He can't torture me anything else. He can't do anything. I know.
All right, Ranger. Look,
Official, no? By the book.
I'm here to
Outside the
help.
book.
I'm here to help.
Uh-huh.
It's worth your time to trust me.
Uh-huh.
And to help make that
Nope.
case, I'm willing to offer you any resources you need. If you want to talk to my engineers about what they've uncovered about the Saurian tech that we've stolen over the last couple of years, I am happy to let you do that. I just hope that you'll reconsider.
Now you're speaking his language.
I just hope that you'll reconsider bringing myself and my brother into the fold because we can help you. You understand what I'm telling you?
Uh-huh. Yes, of course, of course, of course. We are the same side.
Okay.
Did your info serve you well?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Thank you very much. All right. I will let the engineers in the lab know that you're coming. I will ask them to provide you with any assistance you need.
I will be very thank you. I know he didn't say that. He just said this in a kid way, rebellious kid way. But well, thank you. You are the nice guy. Something like this. He say something like this in a kiddie way.
All right. He opens the door.
It's
Think
kind
about
of that furlong guy, no? Terminator 2 has some
sneakers.
distrust.
Sneakers.
Oh.
Think about what I said.
Uh-huh.
Now,
I will.
Federico, you failed your wary roll. You are not as wary as you wish you were. So
No, I know. No, but not no. I only had one try. It was with the general.
No, but you
the other guys, I wasn't.
That's true, but I'm saying you have to make all three of those rolls to get wary. So wary is no longer. You can find other things, but wary,
Yeah, no, sir.
It's not a virtue
No,
that you possess.
I perceive that in all these iterations, it wasn't enough room for being wary because I was really being
open
how can I say? Yes, of course. So it wasn't just in this case with the general.
But I'm saying
because
just in terms of the rules, you need to
no.
make 3 rolls in a row, and you failed
Yes,
your
no, I
first
did just one. I did just one. Of
but
course,
I'm saying
I count.
you don't get the other 2 because you failed one. So
Uh-huh.
wary is off the table. Next
Uh-huh.
adventure you
No,
can
on this, maybe on the next, but maybe on the next I will have another one to think about
that's
it.
what it has to be a different one next time. It has to be.
Uh-huh.
You can't come back to wary.
Uh-huh.
You win some, you lose some. You lost this one,
Yes.
but you live to fight another
Yes,
day.
no, that's I think this is what I think about also. The next one maybe will be another situation and I'm thinking another one.
You will find plenty of virtues to get.
Yeah,
Sure.
of course.
All right.
Uh-huh.
So you make your way down to the tech lab. And sure enough, the scientists there have been told that you're coming. And he this is his third one.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then you're going to get your third one in just a second. So let's finish here. Hang on, Ippy Looney. So, in the tech lab,
this
the scientists start.
Doesn't looks, but this one is taking longer.
It is taking a little bit longer. So in the tech lab,
but it doesn't look like.
Pulling out. Oh, you just whacked your head on the wall. Comedy.
Okay.
That's what we promise you here at Metagame. Comedy, nonstop comedy.
Messy bed.
All right. So Federico, you make your way to the lab and you find that these people are studying Saurian octonators. And you take a look at, and they show you the studies that they're doing. They show you how the equations work, and they're trying to explain it to you, and you realize that this is a lot of the same stuff that you were studying with your Saurian radiokinesis.
I try to let's take a mind roll. I won't reveal
don't make
what
a mind
I know,
roll. Don't
but
make a mind roll. See if you can use your spirit. See if you can use your spirit to explain it to them, because you have 5 dice in spirit.
Yeah.
So you go ahead, make a spirit roll with Saurian radiokinesis, and what else do you have? What else you got? Improvising. So radiokinesis,
Improvising.
basic training.
The basic training. Just it.
What do you have under virtues?
Confident.
Yeah, that's 4.
Wary.
No, you do not have wary under your virtues.
What? No, but what do you think I'm gonna do there?
You're gonna
Do you
solve
think
their.
I'm gonna use my power in front of those technicians? I don't
It's
want.
not
I
something.
want.
It's not something they can see
I
you
don't
doing.
want.
It's not. You're not gonna glow or
I don't
something.
want. Uh huh.
Plus, everybody knows. Everybody knows that psionic power is a thing. Even if you did use it, it wouldn't be in this world.
Wouldn't be a something. No, but this trait is unique to human race.
You don't have to explain. You don't have to explain what you're doing or how. You just need to solve the problem for them. So I'm going to go ahead and say you need 5 victories for this. You need 5 victories. You have a target of 4.
Okay.
If you want,
that's right.
If you want, you can attune to the octadator first. You could do something simple to add extra victories on your next roll. You see what I'm saying? So if you just want to connect, take a second, connect to the power source psionically, you can roll your 5 dice to do that, and any extra victories will attach to the next roll. I'm going to say connect.
Right.
You need okay, so I'm going to give you a difficulty of 1 to connect to the power source. Difficulty of 5 to actually solve the problem. Okay? So start with this first roll. And roll your 5 dice, target of 4, to see what you get.
Targeting 4.
Yep.
2 success, but I got an 8, so it's 1.
Okay. All right. You didn't really benefit from that roll.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. So, do you want to try again?
Yes, of
okay,
course.
Go ahead. Try again.
1, 1, 5, 7, 8.
But you got 2 ones.
Yeah. I rerolled it once, only 1.
Okay, so you do have 1 extra victory.
Yes, 1 extra victory.
Okay.
If I reroll.
Yep.
No?
Yeah, go ahead.
3.
Okay, so 2 extra victories. Now,
3.
Now, you have to get 5 victories on this roll. You have 5 dice. You have 2 victories already, so you need 3 more victories. Target of 4, 5 dice. Make it happen.
That's right.
And this is to solve the actual math problem.
3, 2 victories. 6, 5, 7.
Okay.
2 victories.
All right. Are you 1 short, or did you make it?
I made it.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
No,
so,
more 2. I needed 2 and I got exactly 2.
Okay. So you solve the math problem. You're looking at their stuff. They're just trying to teach you something, and you start doing their problem for them. Right? And you don't know all the math, you don't know all the words, but you try to explain it. One of the scientists starts like going, oh, jumping up and down, and starts scribbling on things. And everybody starts hustling around, and they just forget that you're there. They completely forget that you're there. They just start solving problems and doing all kinds of things. Federico?
Okay, I'm listening.
You have technology under your training.
Wow. Finally. Well, interesting because three different aspects of technology, Factory.
Yep, it was good.
Technology. Using gadgets, the military gadgets, and now some theoretical, spiritual way.
There you go.
More esoterical.
No, but hey, it's still technology. You're studying technology, you're learning, and you're.
But I think we got there a lot of time, no?
You spent the whole day
doing all this stuff.
This was you guys spent
1 day.
Calm down. This is a kid's adventure. This is. Besides, you don't have a lot of time. You guys need to get back to the mothership medicine. So, Ippy Looney. Ipiluni. Was
Me.
one of the other kids down there in the factory shows you a really big jump across.
Big, tall, big, wide.
It's a jump far apart. It's from one platform to another, and there's all kinds of pipes and stuff beneath. It's a good long drop down into what probably is some kind of reactor core power thing at the center of this factory that's powering all the machines.
They are nuts.
There's all kinds of coolant and power down there, and they just go on their hoverboard. They jump across, and they go, "I bet you can't do that."
I do things like this.
And then Mouse says, "She's a Jump Ranger. She can do that." Okay.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Okay, so because I have done this right, I have an idea.
Okay.
I could take the board.
Yep.
And I'm gonna run towards the edge of the platform.
Yep.
And I'm gonna toss the board, and then jump onto the board, and then jump onto the other side.
The board's gonna fall. The board only hovers like a little bit above the ground.
Oh well, then fuck that.
That's an interesting idea.
It would have. Can I use my grapple gun?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
Better, of course. Have to use the
tools
that it has.
There's all kinds. There's all kinds. Yeah, there's pipes and all kinds of stuff around here.
All right. So, same concept. Kind of run towards the edge and then shoot, and then shoot. Because I'm gonna need the momentum if it's that big.
True.
Right.
Okay. Yep. So.
Physics.
Yep. So we're gonna use 4 dice here because that's your body.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. And you don't even take the board. You just run up there. Because they didn't say you needed to use the board, and you're gonna use that against them. Because.
Yep.
Okay.
Because loopholes. I like loopholes.
Exactly. 2, 3, 4. We'll use these dice. All right. Your body's 4. So we've got 4 dice here, right? Now, quick. Basic training. That's 2. Spycraft. I'll say that's 3. This is sassy. You're being sassy because you're totally doing it in a way they don't expect. That's 4. You have a target of 4. You have 4 dice. Let's see how many victories you get. 1, 2, 3. And you nail it. You stick the landing. So, Ipiluni.
And everybody cheat.
Yep. Ipiluni, you get acrobatics as training. And
cool. Now I parkour.
And then Mouse looks at you and says, "Now it's time for you to start training me." And that's where we're going to stop. That's where we're going to stop the game. Because I need to figure out who Mouse is and write them up. Now, just so that you're aware, Ipiluni, training a new ranger means teaching them all the things that they need in order to be a basic trained ranger, right? And you have to decide if you're going to teach them to be. You can only teach them to be in the Xenocore, which is what you know how to do. You don't even know if this ranger is interested in aliens.
I'm a regular.
Wants to train her.
I wasn't interested my character in survive the.
Okay, we're good. Yeah.
So I need some time to figure that out. I need to put this together, and you guys have to go find High Command. I need to figure out where they are. So that's what we're going to be doing That's what I'm going to be doing between now and the next session.
Okay.
And that's great. In the meantime, this is where we end things. Does anybody have any questions before we break for the day?
I still to General. I'll be back.
All right. Thank you guys.
Next time, show me. I want to see some action,
We'll get it.
General.
You're picking fights with General Paksis. All right. All right. Thank you for being here. I hope that this little break and this opportunity for some character advancement helps you guys in your adventures. I think it will. I think extra training is always helpful. Don't forget in the beginning of the next session to think about if there's a virtue you want to practice. And you can,
super role
mine.
playing intense. This one.
It was
So
Really?
is mine gone if I forgot to practice it?
You didn't fail any rolls, so you can try in the next session.
Okay, cool.
Okay, but
Okay,
we know
okay.
now
Yeah, okay.
that Sneakers is not wary. It's not
Okay,
Sneakers.
we're
Is,
good.
yep, that's
A
it.
little bit.
Yeah, we're good.
Yep,
Are
you're
we
good.
good? Okay, bye.
Okay, don't be a stranger, Ranger.